Hi everyone, I'm Valerie. If you are new to my channel, please go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. I am trying to get to 100 subscribers, so if you could subscribe, I would truly love for you to be a part of this lovely family on YouTube. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so for today's video, we are going to be discussing free or low budget outside the home activities that you can do with your baby and or toddler, or both, right? Okay, so when my son was born, I started doing kind of like breastfeeding type groups, I guess you could say, where I would go to be able to breastfeed, and really it was just to be able to get outside of the home. So I know how important it is to be able to get out and to be able to take your kids and not have to spend a lot of money, because when my son was born, we went from 2 incomes to only 1 income. So I wanted to share with you some ideas that I have here that have worked for me and still work for me to this day, and my son is now a little over 2 years old. Okay, so my first idea here is free trial classes. I will go ahead and link a couple that we did down below, but I can give you kind of off the top of my head. The first one is Kinder Music, so it's kind of like a little music class. The second one is swimming class. We did that one when my son was probably about 6 months old. And then there's also one more music class that we also tried out with a different company. But those are definitely helpful because first of all, they kind of get your child to experience different types of activities, and second of all, if it's something that you do end up enjoying and you can fit it into your budget, then you can by all means definitely sign them up for that class and continue on. My second idea that I have here is the library. Now, I don't know about where you live, but where I live, we can actually do the activities from the library for our town and surrounding towns. So if you're doing the one for your town, check to see if you can do the one for surrounding towns as well. You could definitely fill up your time with that. You could do story time on Monday at one location, and maybe story time or some type of class or event that they have at another library on Tuesdays, and so on and so forth. And it's kind of fun because some libraries, for example, in our area, will offer yoga for toddlers and mommy, so like a mommy and me class at no charge. And then we had, for example, the Read Across America event at no charge at our local library. So definitely check your libraries in your town and surrounding towns. Okay, my third idea would be the mall. I know that not all malls have a play area, but it doesn't matter because honestly, just going to a new environment, kids love that. Babies, toddlers, school-age children, it doesn't matter. So if it's raining out and you don't know what else to do, go to the mall. That will be a lifesaver. Even if you're just taking your baby or toddler out in a stroller, that will be sufficient, and just walk around the mall. Or if you do have a play area in your mall, that's an obvious win. So my son at this point, he doesn't even care too much about the play area. He really just likes to walk around the mall and just kind of get that energy out. In the winter, I use that a lot. So definitely check out your mall. The next one that I have, so number 4, is going to be play dates. If you can, try to get together with other moms and set up play dates with your children. This is going to be great for you and for your child. You're going to be able to have time to spend talking to another adult, and your child is going to be able to figure out what it is to interact with other children and have that maybe one-on-one, or if you want to do like a group type of play date, that works out perfectly as well. Okay, number 5 is family visits. Go visit grandma or grandpa or uncles or aunts or nieces and nephews. I am very lucky that my mom does not work, so anytime that we want to, we can go out with my mom. She can take him for a little bit and have him spend some quality time with her. Or we can do it together and do a little bit of one-on-one with my mom. Or before, my sister-in-law used to live close by in the same state. Now they moved away, but when they did, our babies are only 6 months apart. Well, they're both toddlers now, and they loved getting together and interacting. So those are definitely an option, is family visits. Number 6 that I have here is going to be McDonald's or Burger King play areas. Now, if you're not into the food or you don't want to spend the money on like McDonald's or Burger King, I would suggest bringing some type of snack that would kind of steer them away from Burger King or McDonald's food, or if you're just not into that. But the play areas are free and it's no charge, so definitely take them to those play areas. Okay, number 7, if it's nice out, of course the park would be a great option. It's free, and a lot of times the parks now have a play area for the big kids and a play area for the little kids. So definitely check out the park. If there's like a lake in your park, you can, feed the ducks. Obviously look up information on what they can eat, because I know they can't eat bread or whatever, so look up that information. Or even they could just look at the ducks and look at the water and just get some vitamin D and some fresh air. And you too, you can also take your iced coffee with you, right, and walk on at the park and maybe get some ice cream. Yesterday we were at the park and there was the ice cream truck, so take $1 or $2 with you, get some ice cream. The next thing that I have here is church. So there are some free type of things. So for example, not our church, but there's a church in our area that does a Mommy and Me preschool. I don't know if all churches in areas, but definitely look online and try to find local churches. And you can look at their events calendar, and a lot of times they will show you that they have different events for Mommy and Me type things. So a church in our area, again, not one that we go to, but they actually have, it's like a preschool setup. So they have like 3 different classrooms. They do story time, they do day of the week, they do number of the week, they do how is the weather outside, and then they have different stations and different classrooms. My son loves it. We've taken a break from it for now, but it's definitely awesome. And again, it's free. Number 11, I think this is, or number 10, I don't even know anymore. Okay, mom groups. So there is something called MOPS, and it's moms of preschoolers, or there could also be like moms of, for example, if you live in, I don't know, Clifton, New Jersey, there'll be moms of Clifton, or moms of whatever town that you're in. Definitely look online, because they do have those types of mom groups. Sometimes there is some type of fee, like a yearly fee associated with it, but it's next to nothing. I think the one for our town is like $28 for the year. And then you can be included in a whole bunch of different activities. They do potlucks and that kind of thing. It's a great way to meet other moms, have your child interact with other kids at a very low cost. I think the moms of preschoolers in our area doesn't even cost anything, and they get together, I think it's twice a month. It's for like 2 hours, I think, and you get free babysitting. So your kids get to play with other kids, and then you get to interact with other moms. My last activity that I have here, sorry, I've got my little book of notes here. Okay, the last activity that I have here, this is a low budget activity. It's play places after 4 p.m. So like our local play place, I guess you could call it, is half price after 4 p.m. So it's normally $15 during the day, and after 4 p.m. it's only $7.50. So they're open till 7. So that's 3 hours for $7.50. That's pretty good price in my opinion. Of course, that's for here in New Jersey. Everything is pricey here in New Jersey. So definitely try that out. Some other ideas that I could come up with off the top of my head that I'm thinking now that the weather is getting warm out are splash pads too. That's of course a part of the park. And then one other thing that I can think of is farms or local zoos. If they have, like a local zoo, sometimes they'll do like free events or half price type of thing. So definitely check into those. So those are all of the ideas that I have for free or low budget activities outside of the home that you can do with your baby and or toddler. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I will try to include as many links down below in the description for any of the activities that I mentioned, and of course I'll list it all down below. And I look forward to the next video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!